Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mangs FE6 Rebalance Patch. You might be wondering why in the world do I gotta restart this map? Because I did the stupidest thing possible. So, I cut it after chapter 1, of course. And you're gonna find out why. Because I was stupid enough to pretty much just throw Lance into a attack that would have killed him. And there was literally no reason for me to do that at all. There was no reason. I was actually doing pretty well on that map. And I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I had like 6 HP left. I threw him into a 8 damage attack that had like a 60% chance of hitting. If I'd seen that and I was paying attention, I would not have put him in there, obviously. So, yeah, this map is... Like, I was like over here. I was honestly really close to beating the map. So yeah, this map is not hard. Just don't be stupid or complacent. That's all I have to say for this map. Really, it's not hard. Your guys double most of them. They're not hard to kill. I was actually trying to play. I was trying to play Shadow Dragon Hard 5 earlier. Not like for the channel or anything. Just to get a feel for it. And that's actually hard. That is actually hard. So yeah, that's that's actually what's difficult. This is not. This rebalanced FE6 so far is actually really easy. So there's just not much more to say, honestly. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna get a little bit harder. Of course, I'm sure it will. But so far, it's not really looking like it. In fact, I'll bet you I could just go and set up a kill with Lance. Or just kill with Lance flat out. I probably could do that as well. Or, did I say Lance? I meant Ellen. So yeah, since there's not really much to say on this chapter, because it's mainly just killing these enemies and they're not that hard to kill. What's gonna end up happening? Let's see here. So I'm probably gonna go and heal up Alan, I think. Yeah, we're in a really good spot right here. Cause in vanilla, this part is actually kind of tricky. I wouldn't say it's extremely hard because you have Marcus, who's really good, but it's a little tricky. I would say later on is harder though, when the mercenaries show up. But I was gonna say, since there's not much to talk about, I'm gonna just say that So, have you guys heard of the new Pokemon game that's gonna come out? The Legends of Arceus or something like that. You know, I've had a bit of a falling out with the Pokemon games, but it actually, like, it's been a while since I've actually seen like a Pokemon game and been like, okay, that looks interesting. I wanna try that, because it hasn't been since like X and Y since I've seen one that I'm like, okay, now you've got my attention. It's been so long, but I like this nostalgic feeling of actually being kind of hyped for a game, because like some people have been saying like, oh, the pre-release footage looks ugly or something like that. What? I mean, like, I don't understand that. Like, I didn't like Sword and Shield at all, but actually the one thing I did like about it was how it looked. I mean, yeah, it's not looking like something on Unreal Engine or anything, but it's not on Unreal Engine, so that's kind of the reason why it doesn't look like it's on Unreal Engine. Like, duh, obviously. It's a Pokemon game. You can't really expect it's gonna look like something like, like, what's it called, Ghost of Tsushima or something like that. You can't really expect that. But I mean, as far as things go, I think it's fine. The issues I had with Sword and Shield is pretty much like everything else. Like, people complaining about graphics, I don't really understand, because honestly, I thought it did fairly well in the graphics department. Like, I think it was fine. I don't know what people are complaining about. Even though I definitely have a lot to complain about with that game. That's like the one thing I don't have to complain about it. But no, like Legends of Arceus, I just pre-ordered it, and that's sort of what got it on my mind. Which was a bit of a funny story, because I for a while have been trying to get it, but since I'm in the dorm, for whatever reason, you can do pretty much anything you want on the dorm internet, like on the university internet, like things you wouldn't think you would be able to do on the internet. But but that's the one thing I can't do is set up my internet to go and buy a game on my Switch. Go figure, you know. But I figured out a rather crafty way around that, which was like hooking up my mobile hotspot Wi-Fi from my phone and connecting to my Switch, connecting to my laptop so I can actually see, because I don't have like a TV screen or anything. So yeah, I had to like, come up with this really weird, clever way around, but hey, it worked, so whatever works, I guess. But yeah, I might even stream it, probably on Twitch though, unless you guys really want to watch me, then I guess I might do it on YouTube. But I mean, hey, I mainly do Fire Emblem stuff, so I perfectly understand if you guys don't want to watch it. But I'm really interested in seeing how that game's gonna go, so I would actually stream it the day it comes out. If my internet is good enough to do that. I don't know if it is, but if it is, you know where to look. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to throw a javelin, just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna try. These guys can't retaliate, so you know what? Free attack. But yeah, no, I'm like, it actually looks fun, so I do want to play it. I'm on a fort, so it doesn't even really matter if I get hit. Which I won't anyway. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and as of recording this, it's only like, what, 11 days until it comes out, so that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, if my internet allows, also I should see about these guys. Yeah, this part I still don't really like. I mean, it's a little bit better, but it's not great. So let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna go hand X this guy. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, the hand X's being a lot more accurate now does make this easier. I'm not gonna lie, it does make it a lot easier. Because now hand X's are pretty good at killing things. And since there's a ton of soldiers, you can just kind of enemy phase them, which is kind of weird to think about enemy phasing in FE6. I mean, yeah, there are certain instances where you could enemy phase, but it's not a game where it's built around enemy phase, you know? It's really not. But yeah, we'll just do this. Okay, you're gonna try to hit Roy. I don't know why. I guess it's just because he's a little bit less durable than Alan. That's my guess. Then you don't take direct damage from him. That's probably it, honestly. But yeah, no, I was actually, my issue with this map is like right around here, because you do kind of need Wade to dodge. I'm calling him Wade. I'm not calling him Ward, because Ward is just weird. That's such a strange name. And the version of the translation I've always played, it was he called him Wade. I think most people call him Wade, in fact. So I never hear someone actually call him Ward. That's just weird. Oh really? Alan, Lance getting an Alan muffalo. That's interesting. See if we can get a Wolt kill maybe? I don't know. I would like to, but I don't know if it's possible. I would love to get a Wolt kill if it's at all possible. Like I said, I do want to actually try to train Wolt this time, because if he's been buffed a little bit, then I mean he already seemed to have a little bit of potential. So I really want to use him now, because from what I understand, even in vanilla FE6, he does have some potential. It takes a lot of work, but strength, speed, defense, I love it. I mean, I was just hoping for strength. I wasn't even expecting speed or defense. That's great. I love that. I meant to actually use Roy to kill this guy, but whatever. I guess Alan's getting another level or something. Oh well, Roy should be a little bit easier to level as well in this rebalance. But yeah, something I'm looking forward to is some of the later chapters, which are a lot harder with the Hardin bonuses being somewhat nerfed, but not like unreasonably. Because like right now it's just way too easy. It really is. It feels almost mindless. You barely have to think. I think Mangs may have buffed your unit's a little too much at this point. Because it flows way too smoothly in my opinion. And I know I'm not like the Mr. Binding Blade, but I do think it is kind of fun, except in the beginning. So I guess in a way, he did sort of fix some of the issues I have, because like I said, not the biggest fan of the early game of FE6 on hard mode particularly. But I think there should have been a middle ground, because I feel like this is just way too easy, and vanilla is just way too hard. So I'm not really sure what to say in regards to that. We're just gonna be kind of lucky here, and hope that, I guess, Wade dodges something. I think he only needs to dodge one attack just so he doesn't get clobbered, but hopefully he will. His dodge rates aren't amazing. They're not bad, but okay. He should be fine then, most likely. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I've had Wade just die way too easily in vanilla. Like, I hate this area. Because even with the forts, they don't give him enough avoid, and he's just way too... He takes way too much damage as well. So if he doesn't avoid, he's really in big trouble. That was kind of weird, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it was just one hit, and it was like 5 damage, so who cares? Who cares? You're going for that? Now that's interesting. Why are you going for a lot? That's a very strange choice. In fact, probably one of the dumbest you could have made. I don't know what the AI was thinking there. That is a very strange choice. But yeah, as you might have noticed, the music is different from vanilla, which is nice. It's a nice touch. I think I would probably prefer the original though, because this song's okay, but it's really repetitive. And I know people will often say Beyond the Distant Sky is very repetitive, and I've never really had that issue. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I've never really noticed it that much or really minded, to be honest. But I think they do have a point. It does play quite a bit. This would be a perfect kill if we could get it. Well, let's try to do this. I had a feeling that might happen, but that's no matter. We can just go and maybe try to bonk this guy, hopefully. There we go. What else would be nice to take out the archer? In fact, yeah, that would kind of be an important thing to do. We could knock him out with a javelin, but yeah, no. Maybe with the slim lance, but nah, not even with the slim lance. Shanna just sucks. Shanna's another unit that I don't remember if she's really been buffed or not. I think she should be, or maybe she's gonna be the Canos of this game. I'm sorry if you hear like some car in the background. Someone's got like this really loud motor and they don't want to leave and just keep making this noise. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. I hope they just drive off. Stop making all your noise. I'm trying to record things here, not your silly car noises. But you know what? We can try this javelin here. Let's just be careful though. 6 plus 5. This, I did 6 plus 5 plus 6. Okay, we can do this, I think. Yeah, we just barely live if we got hit by everything, and we didn't. But yeah, I think those javelins being buffed a little bit will certainly make the pegs a little bit better. I don't think it'll make them dramatically better, but it will help them actually be able to get more hits in, which is kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, I do kind of want to, even as much as I don't like Shanna, and you're gonna find out just how much I hate Shanna. I wouldn't hate her anywhere near as much if people didn't make her sound like she's actually a good unit, and I don't understand why. People are always like, oh, she's such a good unit. She's an early game flyer. That's literally all she is. She like her strength growth is like 25% or something just pitiful. Like people say like, oh, like people always meme, Lynn is, you know, she's all speed. She's all speed. She has no offensive power. She does 0 damage. Haha, 0 damage. I don't understand where that meme comes from, honestly, because Shanna deserves it far more. Like, she does such pitifully low damage, and unlike Lynn, she doesn't even get a armor-piercing weapon, unless you count the heavy spear, which I don't even remember where you get one. But besides being an early game flyer, that's literally all she has going for her. Literally all she has going for her. She doesn't have hard mode bonuses like her sister does, or be a pre-promote like her other older sister does. She doesn't have those. She's not a wyvern like Melody, which makes her a good flyer, and in my opinion, the best flyer in FE6. Yeah, she just the only thing she's got going for her is she's an early game flyer. That's it. And yeah, to be fair, early game Pegasi are usually not good. Usually, I do like Pegasi, but I usually wait for the second one. So like, you know, Tana or someone like that. Like in Sacred Stones, you know, I don't use Vanessa because I just think Vanessa's boring and not fun to use. You know what? I think we can put Deke here. Can we? Yeah, we can do that. Deke is a bulky man, so he'll be fine. Yeah, no, this map is really kind of just a joke. There's not much to it. Honestly, I wonder if the speed thresholds are a bit lower in this rebalance. If that's so, Deke might actually be better. Because I find the biggest issue I have with Deke is just that he just has a lot of trouble getting speed, and so like he's a good unit, don't get me wrong, especially for a while. But I think the main reason he falls off is just he just doesn't get speed, and his base speed isn't that high. I mean, 10 is good. It's better than most of your units at this point, but like it's already still slower than Marcus. And I think, you know, Alan or Lance is quickly gonna outpace him. He's a good like mini Jagan. I guess that's what you could say. He's sort of like a mini Jagan. Now Lot is a character I do want to use. I do actually want to use Lot, because a friend of mine has been doing it in Iron Man, and he's used Lot, and I think Lot actually seems like he'd be pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, he looks like a fun unit to use. So I'm probably gonna at least try to use Lot in this run, at least for a while. I do also want to use Bartra though, especially since Bartra's gotten buffed, and I've never used FE6 Bartra, not once. So I really do want to actually give him a try for once, because I know he starts with really good bases, so that sounds fun. Although I would imagine trained Lot's probably better than Bartra. That's the general rule of thumb, is pre-promotes usually get outpaced by a counterpart that is trained up properly. And that makes sense. It's, you know, I think that's how it should be. You get, you know, you can, it's an interesting design choice. You either get a unit that's free pretty much, and it's good, but it could be better. Or you can put some investment in and actually get a really good unit out of it. I think that's just, I like that idea. You know, I like it whenever games do stuff like that, where they say, okay, you can have this good thing, or if you put in more work, you can get an even better thing. Of course, it's up to you as to whether or not it's worth the time investment or not, or the resource investment. Like in this case, the EXP. Do you really want to put in the EXP for it? And in certain units, that's gonna be a no. Like if you're looking at like Sophia or something, unless, well, depends. Some people would say absolutely. Other people would say absolutely not. I think the ones that say absolutely, as long as they realize that that's more of a meme idea and not something that you should consider as actually really that viable, then sure, by all means, go ahead. And I don't want to go and tell people what units they should use or not, Because I mean, there's units that I like that suck. I might actually use Sophia just for the memes in this run. I might just do it. Can you kill this guy? You do just enough, okay. I need to be careful with the archer though. Okay, we're out of range. As long as we get her healed or something, we should be fine. Wait, what? Did you guys see that? 91% missed. Shanna, you're really not making me want to give you another chance. Like, you suck. You really do suck. You very much so suck. Like, I'm trying to give you a chance. I'm trying, like, I've tried so many times, and you've just always let me down. By just sucking in combat. So I'm trying to be like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is the time. Maybe finally I'll see what those guys are talking about. Maybe I'll finally understand why people think you're good. For some reason people think you're good. I don't know why, but maybe we'll see. Well, Ward, I already like Wade more because he can actually hit things. And that was a sword user. Wasn't even really planning on giving him that EXP. I just didn't really have anyone else I wanted to give the EXP to. I don't think Wade could have reached him. I actually probably could, or not Wade, Lot, the guy I actually kind of want to use. So I wonder if FE7 was, like, the rebalance was just way too hard, and then this one's just really kind of easy. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Yeah, there's no way you're gonna die. No way. Not at this point, anyway. And I'm probably gonna be using Boars, but I do want to use Barth. Because, like, I always see people say, like, oh, Barth's good, and then I'll see a lot of other people say, like, oh, no, he sucks. So, I don't know, I want to see for myself. I really want to see for myself what's the big deal about him. Wait. Actually, I think we should be fine. I think that would have done a little bit less damage, but yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit more careful there. Because I was like, wait, the reason why that axe guy doesn't do more damage is because the weapon triangle disadvantage. And I was like, oh crap, that might actually not be good. Even though that bow does do less damage, it could still be a problem. I should probably turn off Ellen's animations, to be honest. I really wish Walt could move a little bit further. I wonder if I could set up a kill. No. Sadly, I cannot. How about Marcus, maybe? He could set up a kill, I think. I'm only using Marcus just to set up a kill for Shanna right here. But like I said, I do want to try to actually give her some levels. Does this guy have a javelin? He does, but I don't think he's gonna kill her. Yeah, no. But yeah, no. Like, I could rant about Shanna for... She doesn't even look that good. She's got the ugly... she's got the really ugly hairstyle that, like, half the Pegasus Knights in the series have. That, haha, I have short hair, and it doesn't look good anyway. So... Like, I don't care if it means tomboy. Like, tomboys don't look like that. If people that say that, like, oh, that short hair means that she's a tomboy. Have you ever met a real tomboy? All the tomboys I've met, none of them have short hair. None of them. They don't look like guys. They look like girls. I would know. I've spent 20 years growing up with one. I kind of would know that. I know, it's just like a little, it's just like a little pet peeve of mine. Oh, what? Roy! What the heck? Roy right here, guys. Roy. But yeah, no, it's just a pet peeve of mine, because it's like a little trope in, like, these animes and stuff, where they're just like, oh, we need to make a tomboy. Well, let's just give her short hair. Because short hair obviously means tomboy. Like, what? Doesn't make any sense. I think it's just like a lazy cop-out way of making a tomboy. It's like, oh, well, we can't actually go write her character to be tomboyish, so let's just go give her short hair and make her look like a guy. I mean, yeah, obviously stereotypes come from somewhere. They don't just make themselves up, obviously. There's definitely some tomboys that have short hair, but my point is, like, why is it to be a trope that's like that? Like, can you think of a tomboy in Fire Emblem that doesn't have short hair? The only one I can think of is maybe, like, if you even consider this, and I would kind of, because if you think about her character, it kind of makes sense. May in Echoes, like, if you listen to her supports with Celica, it kind of sounds to me like she's a tomboy. She doesn't look remotely like one, or at least not a stereotypical one, but she certainly sounds like one, at least her personality. Unless I'm just mixing that up with something, but she definitely sounds like one, given how she feels and stuff. Let's get you out of here. I'm not sure who I want to give the kill. Maybe Lot. You know what, Lot? Let's give Lot one. Let's give Lot a kill. Maybe set up with Walt. How does Walt do? Never mind. Walt's not going to be doing anything today. Yeah, no, I think. Do one of you guys have a? I swear one of you has a hammer. Oh, you do. Okay. Well, I don't plan on using Ward, although I will admit he's been better lately in this rebalance. Like, I do like some of these buffs. Like, I mean, some of these units are just pitiful to use in vanilla. Others are actually kind of good. Well, let's try this. I guess the hammer hasn't been buffed, has it? Has it? I don't think its hit rate doesn't seem like it's that good. Its hit rate seems pretty crap still. I mean, I was expecting a little bit of a better hit rate, maybe not like an amazing one, but I was considering something like in the 70s or something. And then when it showed me like 50%, I was like, wait, what? Seems a little low. Seems more like a base FE6 hit rate, unless base FE6 hit rates are even worse, which maybe they are, I don't know. Like, it's kind of sad that his skill lance has more accuracy than my hammer. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Oof. That's all he has to say for himself. Just oof. 10 out of 10 death quote. Oof. Okay, got skill. It's kind of nice. Yeah, said friend of mine, his slot is like insanely speed blessed. Like, he capped speed. That's just crazy. He capped speed. Oh, I can already support with Lot. Okay. Sounds good to me. So that sounds fine to me. So let's see, you get anima and fire. I don't know what anima does, I don't remember every little thing about that. I just remember that, like, fire gives extra strength. I think thunder gives extra crit. Wind gives you extra hit, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I do remember ice gives you extra defense. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's episode. That was, like I said, pretty quick, and honestly not much to say about the map overall. It was alright. It seemed a little too easy, but I don't know, maybe the next chapter will be a little bit harder, hopefully. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one.